What is going on, anime fans? My name is Kyojin, and this is Ohtalku News Episode 7, coming to you on April 21st of 2017. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you want to keep watching, you're going to hear about the next big thing from Attack on Titan and the instant hit movie, Your Name. As always, enjoy the talk. What do you get when you lower the voting age in Japan from 20 to 18? Tsunderes. Somehow, you get tsunderes. Kimi of Oreimo was recently made into a political campaign for voter awareness in Japan. The Ministry of Public Management, Home Affairs, Post, and Telecommunications recently made Kirino Kosaka their spokesmodel because of visual communication and the well-known popularity of the character. I personally think that if you want to find a way to keep people from voting, this is exactly how you do it. Kirino, being one of the most polarizing female protagonists in any anime, has quite a large popularity and infamy within the anime community as far as characters go, so it's not completely surprising that they chose this particular character as their role model. I personally just don't know how they could have chosen anybody more annoying. For any young residents of Japan looking to brush up on their voting rights and responsibilities, look no further than this annoying little tsundere moto in a public area near you. Do you love Titans? Do you love Titans so much that you want to view them up close and personal in terrifying scale and realism? Well, now you can, you sick, twisted mother. Shingeki no Kyojin in the Dome is the next item on the bucket list of any Titan-slaying fan. Planetarium Tenku and Planetarium Manten will be screening the new headliner Shingeki no Kyojin in the Dome, the Soldier's Starry Sky, later this year. Inside the planetarium, the event is going to revolve around the story of the manga and thus of the show, and during this entire thing you're going to be surrounded by a 360 view of giant Titan-stopping walls. But, as any fans of the series know, that's not going to keep them at bay for long. Planetarium Tenku, located in Oshiage, will be featuring this event from May 20th to October 1st, and Planetarium Tenku, located in Ikebukuro, will be featuring this event from May 27th to October 29th. Because of SNK's graphic nature, youngsters will require parental supervision. You can pick up your tickets for around the 1200 yen mark, or about 11 USD. If you find yourself in Japan during these dates, make sure you don't miss your chance to catch a Titan to the face. Have you and your group of weeb friends ever felt singled out or discriminated against because of your appreciation for Japanese animation and culture? Do you feel public scrutiny at the declaration of your love for the Moe Lords? Have you ever been laughed at for running with your hands thrust out behind your back? That last one you probably deserved. But the other two still remain, and there is an anime coming out this fall to address just that. Well, okay, maybe not exactly those issues, but ones that are maybe similar. A little bit. Anime-Gataris is a TV anime slated for this fall made by DMM Pictures. The story will involve Minoa Asiaga on her anime adventures through high school. Minoa is a first year, and even though she's new to anime, her peers have pressured her and pushed her into making the anime research club, even though the student council isn't too happy about it. Minoa slowly becomes engrossed with anime, and we get to tag along with her and upperclassmen on their Inception-like anime adventures within high school as they try not to get banned by the student council. Sounds like fun, and if you guys want to see when and where you can watch this for yourself, stay tuned to the channel. I'll have more information as the release date draws near. And topping off this episode, we have Your Name. Recently having been granted a limited theatrical release here in the US, Your Name just continues to smash records. While only being released at a few select theaters in the US and Canada, Your Name still manages to rake in $3.3 million since its debut in North America on April 7th. Even before its North American release, Your Name was already breaking records, being the top grossing animated film since Studio Ghibli. But that brings us to this week's discussion! Yeah! In this week's discussion, I want to ask you guys what you think about Your Name. Do you think it has deserved all the praise it's gotten? Do you think it deserves to be the #1 animated film of all time? Let me know down in the comments down below or on the Facebook page, and I'll make sure to feature you in the next Ohtalku News. Now, don't let my opinion influence you, but I definitely think that Your Name is a gem. I think it came out at just the right time, and I personally believe that it has earned all of the praise and all the money that's making. There's obviously a few flaws, but there's not really any other animated film that can really touch the hearts of as many people as Your Name did. Alright, enough with the sappy crap. I've got last week's discussion right here. Last week I asked you guys how you felt about the upcoming Fullmetal Alchemist live action trailer, whether you were looking forward to it or you were skeptical about it. And I've got 2 entries this week, the first coming from Lon Silva, reads as follows. Live actions are always a touchy subject. Something that many don't often keep in mind is whether every single manga or anime is able to be adapted into a live action format. However, that is not the case here, as the original source of the manga is a strong foundation to base upon. Often I see live actions as a means to try to generate new fans for the series, since a good amount of the anime community tends to hate or disregard live actions, and I couldn't agree with you more on that. However, what I hold to be the most critical in a live action adaptation is whether or not the live action is able to transfer the themes and feel of the source material into the film. It doesn't have to follow its anime counterpart per se, however, it shouldn't stray too far from the tree either. Visually, I see no problems with this live action, and I think it might be one that I will consider watching. However, given the vast amount of information, story, and characters that are introduced and developed over the course of the series, I wonder if the live action may suffer from trying to condense all of this into one film. And those are definitely a lot of valid concerns, especially whether or not they're going to be sticking to the story and how much they're going to try to condense, because there are definitely a few series out there, there's even a few remakes out there that suffer from the condense issue, where they try to pack too much into one film or one shorter version of the series, and it's not good. And secondly, we've got Coda 57's reply, which goes as follows. I'm a little skeptical on the Fullmetal Alchemist live action adaptation. FMA being my personal favorite anime series, both Brotherhood and the original, I like what is shown in the teaser, although I do wish we could have heard Ed's older voice. Older Edward looks amazing, and of course Alphonse looks BA. I do, however, hope that Alphonse is not CGI. It's hard to tell from the teaser. Yeah, I think he actually is CGI, by the way. I'm putting my faith in Fumihiko Sori. I'm glad that this is going to be based off of the OG manga, so that's pretty hype. And really good to hear it's being filmed in an EU setting. So here's to hoping the FMA live action adaptation will hold up to the anime. Well said. If you want your comment to be featured in the next Ohtalku News, make sure to leave your replies down in the comment section below or on the Facebook page. As always, all good things must come to an end, and that brings us to the end of another episode of Ohtalku News. Ohtalku News comes out every Friday, and for more videos, content, and news, go ahead and follow Ohtalku in the following websites, and stay tuned to the channel for a subscriber-only giveaway. But once again, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Kyojin, and I'll talk at you in the next video.